The test, does he or she want you for who you are or what you have? Now stay with me. This is going to be a very interesting and intriguing story, my friends, about the real trading places. Let me give you a little of the background. There was this guy that was very successful. He owned this big company. He stayed on a mansion on the north side of town. But no one knew who really owned the company. Now the CEO, she didn't even know. But the CEO, she was a very nice young lady. She didn't just stay behind the desk and bark off orders. She would actually go down stairs and mingle with the employees and the customer. And they all loved this lady. So the man who owned the company, he would come in every so now and then with shades on, and he would observe how his company was being operated. So he was very intrigued with the CEO. So he made up in his mind he wanted to get to know more about this lady. So he walked up to her, carried on a conversation, and he invited her to lunch, which she went to lunch with him. And it was in walking distance, okay? So they ate lunch, and they had lunch for several days, and it eventually led to dinner. But let me tell you about dinner. Before I tell you about dinner, he had made an agreement with one of his college friends that lived on the south side of town, and it was like a low end area, I can say. So he traded places with his friend. His friend moved to his home on the north side of town in the mansion, and he moved into his friend's house. Okay, that's the little background of that part too. So his friend had like a Fred Flintstone car. You know how you see the feet running to start the car and to stop the car? He had one of those type of cars. So one day he decided to take the lady to dinner. She got in the car. She didn't say nothing about it because she had started liking the man for who he was or is, and not for what he had, because she didn't know about it. So she started really getting into the man. She introduced the man to her girlfriends, and behind the man back, when the man went to the restroom, because they all met at this restaurant, and her girlfriend said, how can he afford this place? Look how he dressed and look what type of car he had. And then the lady said, I don't know, but he invited me here and I'm here, and you all happened to see us, and you all came over here to be a little nosy, right? So she said, no matter what you all say, I like this guy. He's real good. So as time went by, the man got more comfortable with the woman, and he decided one day to tell his friend, okay, we're going to switch back place, and I'm going to take her to my house. So one day he told the lady, let's go to my house. And she was thinking it was on the south side of town, but he went in another direction. He ended up on the north side of town at his mansion. He had the key, and she was wondering who lived there. So he took her around the house without answering the question at that particular time. And he finally told her who he was, that he owned the company that she worked for. And he observed how she was. Now, she was really taken back. So the moral of the story is, the lady loved the man for who he is, not for what he had. Never disclose anything that you have, well, everything that you have, to anyone. And if you are interested in someone, only give them a little bit of information. Don't give them the whole story about you, because you may be dealing with a narcissist. And we know these type of people that will mirror you and try to use you for what you have, not for who you are. They will mirror you. So always remember that the most important thing is who the person is, not for what that person has. As it is written in the book of Matthew 6:3, and Jesus said these powerful words, don't let your right hand know what your left hand is doing. And also, as it is written in the book of Matthew chapter 7:6-7, and Jesus said these things, do not give what is holy to dogs, nor cast your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet and turn and tear you in pieces. My brothers and sisters, the heart of man is more important than what's on the outside. What shines from the inside out is what more important than what shines on the man. Remember this, believe this, say la vie, and amen.